Welcome back to some new r/petty revenge stories, where people get small victories over those who wronged them. I hope you had a great day. The first story is called Christmas Revenge. I have a coworker that I sort of oversee. She repeatedly disregards the schedule, falls asleep while working, disappears during shifts, and is generally a pot stirrer. The department I work in puts up stockings with everyone's names on them, and we fill them up with little stuff like candy or lotion or whatever. This year I made little stud earrings out of resin. This particular coworker loves earrings, boasts about having over 100 pairs. So for her stocking, I put one earring on the card, along with a blank post, like the earring just fell off somewhere. I also didn't put my name on any of the cards, so she'll have no idea who did it either. The next story is called His New Nickname. In my family, all the grandparents have nicknames that start with the letter G. This is because many of our names start with the letter G. My parents are G-Mom and G-Dad. Not the most creative, I know, but fun. I have an older sister, G-Nana. We also have an aunt and uncle who go by G-Ma and G-Dude. Well, my former father-in-law has always been called G-G by my family. The reason for that is he is a greedy moocher. He would first say, "Give me this or get me that," before a greeting. Even when visiting my house, he always expected my wife and I to get him a gift. If the gift was not acceptable, he would make a big deal about it and claim that we all hate him. I seriously do, but that is my issue. I would often remind him that he can leave at his earliest convenience, to which he would dive even deeper into his victimhood complex and call me disrespectful. My contempt for the man was rarely hidden, hence why he was given the nicknames Gimme and GG. It was never meant to be said to him, but mainly as an inside joke between my parents, siblings and ex-wife. Well, my daughter called him GG to his face recently. We all laughed about it awkwardly, and the huge smile on his face was priceless. He genuinely loved it and thinks it stands for greatest grandpa. I would gladly tell him what it really means, but I am saving that for a special occasion. The third story is called Spam Calls. I work for a self-storage company. Basically, my job is to sit behind a desk, answer the phone, give people tours, and watch security cameras. In October, corporate sent out a mass email telling every single tenant that they would be required to have some form of rental insurance or homeowner's insurance for their storage unit, or otherwise they would be enrolled in our tenant protection program. They stress that you absolutely must not refer to it as insurance to the tenants, because it's not insurance, it's a flat rate payout, based on how much money you put in. Many tenants have been calling us, upset with the change, for the better part of the last month and a half, which is totally understandable, because the protection plan is BS. But I am literally just here to answer the phone, so I feed them the script I am given, express what sympathy I can, and continue with my day. Today I show up, and I am informed that someone has signed the storage facility's phone numbers up for multiple insurance spam calls. It's really amazing. I laughed when my manager told me. He was less amused, but I can't help but admire the creativity. The phone has been ringing every 5 to 10 minutes, and we will get 3 to 4 calls in a row in short bursts. We have to answer every single one to make sure it's not a tenant. Is it a little annoying to me? Yes, but it's going to be very annoying to corporate, who is now trying to get the phone numbers of all the spam lists. The last story is called Office KK. A few years ago, we were doing our workplace KK. For those who don't have this tradition, you basically buy a gift for someone in the office and say it's from Santa. So all gifts are anonymous. However, everyone knows the person they are buying for. Everyone was supposed to spend approximately £15. This turned out to be a well-received event for all involved, except for Paul. When Paul opened his present, he had received a packet of chips. A packet you can buy for £1. Naturally, Paul wasn't the happiest man in the world. Someone was being a little tight. Cue the revenge. Paul, being the resourceful man that he was, managed to get the list of who gave what gift. Turns out that Steve was the one who gave Paul the gift. When the same event came around next year, and Paul had an active involvement in the process, Paul ended up with Steve as the person for his KK. Steve then received the exact same packet of chips that he had gifted Paul the year before. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And if you have time, watch another one of my videos. And now, I hope you have a great day. See you soon. Bye bye.